Hi, I'm Worcester County District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm honored to talk with you today. Today we'll be discussing social host liability. In Massachusetts, our law is pretty simple. It states, whoever knowingly allows possession, supplies, or gives alcohol to a person under 21 years of age on premises or property owned by or controlled by the person charged shall be punished by a fine of up to $2,000 or imprisonment for up to 1 year, or both. So what is social host? A social host is anyone, an adult or a minor, who is in control and supplies alcohol or allows it to be consumed on the premises. The premises is not confined to a home, but includes rented spaces like hotel rooms and Airbnbs. Liability follows you no matter what the setting. For every action here, there is a consequence. If you or a child supplies alcohol and injures someone, you can both be charged with criminal activity and sued civilly. This choice can cost millions of dollars in civil judgments, but more importantly, it can potentially take a person's life. Social host liability laws work to protect others. The teenage brain is not yet fully formed, making it susceptible to addiction and further damage. 40% of kids who begin drinking before age 15 become alcoholics, compared to just 7% who wait till they're 21 years old. Adolescent drinking has long-lasting effects, impacting essential parts of the brain responsible for decision-making, self-control, memory, and learning. There's been an increase in marijuana use since its legalization in Massachusetts. 3.1 million adolescents, aged 12 to 17, have used marijuana in the past year. That's about 1 in every 8 teens. Marijuana is not an exception to our social host liability laws. Like alcohol, marijuana requires the user to be 21 years old, may not be used in public or stored in an open container. Our studies have shown that marijuana is associated with reduced cognitive function in teens. The person who uses heavily, on average, loses 5.8 IQ points with regular use. Driving while impaired is illegal, with 19% of teen drivers reporting that they have even driven with marijuana while being under its influence. Drugs significantly impair judgment, motor coordination, and reaction time. This puts yourself and others at risk. While alcohol is the most commonly abused substance, there is a shifting trend amongst teens, and that troubling trend is towards opioids and opioid overdoses, prompting us to establish our opioid task force in 2015. Our task force works to prevent opioid deaths and treat addiction, bring together knowledgeable professionals, raising awareness, and supporting investigation and prosecution of opioid-related crimes. Opioids are extremely addictive and dangerous, especially in a combination with alcohol and other medications, ultimately increasing your risk of an overdose. Taking more than the prescribed dosage and mixing medications can cause unforeseen reactions. Commonly prescribed prescriptions like Xanax or Valium mixed with opioids or alcohol are found to be involved in more than 30% of overdose deaths. These deaths are preventable. Access is directly tied to risk, as 69% of opioid drug users say they got their first drugs from a family member or friend. Fortunately, there are precautions we can all take to reduce their misuse. Always follow prescription instructions regarding dosage and never share your medications. The proper storage and disposal is often an important overlooked step. Make sure to store your medication in a secure location, and if you no longer need them, do not just simply throw them away. Drop them off at a local police station or a drug drop box. Most importantly, stay educated regarding opioids. Opioids should be a last resort. We have studies that have found that a combination of 2 ibuprofen, such as Advil, and 1 acetaminophen, such as Tylenol, is more effective than a Percocet. Whether you are a friend, a parent, a guardian, a neighbor, or classmate, be a leader for others. Lead by example and make a plan. As a guardian, you are the most important influence in your child's life, helping to shape their decisions. Teach by example. A recently published study in child development found increased preventative communication and efforts to provide structured home were associated with decreased problem behaviors for adolescents. Be open to having tough conversations and creating ongoing discussion about alcohol, drug use, and their consequences. These discussions can help you set rules around drinking and drug use to provide guidance and to make sure that you stay involved. Know who, what, where, and when. Social networks and gatherings and online greatly influence teens and their decisions. It's a risky situation, and if one does arise, create a plan with your child on what to do. Think of what you might want to say, making it easy to stay confident to have them call you, send a text, or go to a safe location where they can meet you. These are all great ideas. It's up to each of us to remain a positive influence in others' lives. Follow the law, keep others safe. There are tremendous consequences to social host liability, things that you probably don't think of. But think of it now before it's too late. Prevention is our best tool in this effort. Thank you very much.